What's the deal, my people? You know it is Don Totally Teflon, and I'm back at you another one, and this one is Dexter Resurrection Episode 5. Promo trailer review. We will go over the trailer. I will tell you everything I think is going to happen. I will give you all of my theories, and I have a whole lot, and the proof I have to back these up. And if you're into videos like this, do me a favor, subscribe to the channel. Again, 500 is the like goal. We have been able to hit that in the last couple of videos, so thank you so much for getting me to that goal. It really means a lot to the YouTube algorithm, and make sure you stick around because we do live streams too every week where you can call in and give all your theories about Dexter Resurrection. So without further ado, let's do this.
Praetor's got a surprise for you.
Not afraid of flying, are you? Death comes for us all.
First thing that we see in this situation is that Charlie is telling Dexter that Praetor has something special, and this must be the second meeting because he takes him on a helicopter. He said that he had other events planned, so this must be one of those events. But if I was Praetor, I'd be trying to get the hell out of Dodge because who knows what Lady Vengeance is going to say. And until she says it, if I was him, I'd pull a Russell Simmons and leave the country. Now, even though they're showing you this in the beginning of the trailer, I think that that whole scene might be happening at the end of the show. And I'll explain to you why I feel that's happening 100% before this video is over. But I think it could be that they've gotten Dexter. They've already gotten the information on him, and they're putting him inside of this helicopter because they want to kill him, because they figured out that he's the Bay Harbor Butcher. But I'll talk about that a little bit later.
Find your own path. I'll be here to help you. Why kill in pairs?
To die together is the ultimate bond.
We start this next part of the trailer with Dexter in the same exact clothes that he's wearing when he gets on the helicopter initially. And he's talking to Harrison, and he's telling Harrison to be your own man. I respect you as your own man. Do what you have to do. And it seems like they are dressing up for something going on in him. Now, the only thing that we know that Harrison has done that they've said so far is he has gotten his GED. So maybe there's a graduation ceremony for GEDs. I've never heard of that. I'm not sure if they do that, but maybe at this stage in age, there is some type of situation, and that is why they're both dressing up. And it makes sense because they're showing 3 generations of them all together. And I know for a fact, because I grew up in New York City, and everybody, when they graduate in New York City, you get yourself a limo and you head to the seaport. Everybody does it. It's a tradition. They do it in every borough. Everybody shows up. You just see it lined with limos out there, and that's just where you go. So most likely that's what's going on here, and that's why they're out there. After this, we see Dexter inside of what appears to be a library, and I think he is stalking the Gemini killer. But then we see the Gemini killer in Dexter's house. We know this is Dexter's house because you can look at the paneling. It's the exact same paneling that we just seen with Dexter when he was getting ready with his son. It's just a lighting effect that makes it look like it's a slightly off color, but it's the exact same thing. But he is inside of his house. Why would he be in Dexter's house? Well, I do have a theory about that, but before I do, let me tell you that I believe that this Gemini killer is going to be a twin, and I have provided proof on my live streams about that, what an interview the actor did. So I'll give you that same exact proof that I gave to them. Listen to what he says specifically about the way he has to move around about this character.
I go first. I had an opportunity, again, this is a spoiler, so I can't give too much away to the fans, but there was an opportunity with this role to try to do things physically. And you'll understand more as the series progresses as to what that big secret is. But there was an opportunity to embrace challenges physically for me that were much more involved, say, than just the interior psychological journey that I was taking with Gareth. I was hyper aware of things that I was doing with my hands, with the way that I walked, with the way that I even used my eyes. That was really fun for me. I love technical acting. I love using, you know, the outside in and how our bodies interact with space and other scene partners. But this one, once you get the full story, I think you'll realize and be like, oh, interesting. That's why he was doing that. Hopefully. We'll see.
When I listen to that and everything that he said, when he talks about, oh, you're going to say, oh, that's why he was acting that way if he nailed the part. And he had to be conscious of the way he moves his hands and his eyes. It's because he's playing twins. That is why. Now, there is a possibility that it could be a split personality, 100%. But I'm going with twins here. So the people that think that he's twins with Claudette, I don't know if that's the case. He's going to be a twin with himself, unless they're triplets. That's a possibility. But it's going to be him being a twin with himself. Now, we also hear that he says that he kills in twos because it's out of love. So we could see that most likely he's grabbing up people that are couples, brothers, sisters, maybe fathers and mothers, or husband and wives. It seems like he has some type of romantic thing that he believes he's doing while he's killing these people. But you tell me, after listening to that interview, do you think that that theory that I'm asking you to maybe believe, the twin theory, is right?
I don't think Mia killed Ryan Foster. You got the wrong person.
Batista just came in here and blew up everybody's spot. It's over for Dexter right now. One way out for him. There's only one way out, and I'll tell you exactly what I think that is. We see him come in here and tell her that he believes that this is not the case, that they got the case wrong. Lady Vengeance did not kill this man. And Claudette already thought about this. When we look behind Batista, we can see this is the New York Ripper. This is all of his crime scene. It's hard to see exactly what was going on in the crime scene, but the reason why they show that behind her is that he says that we all have one case, and that's her one case. And his one case is going to be the Bay Harbor Butcher. And that is the whole situation that will bond them. But that isn't even the biggest part. The biggest part is that he pulls out Dexter's picture when he was arrested. And that means he's going to say, listen, the Bay Harbor Butcher killed these people, and this is how he killed them. And he put them in plastic bags. And Dexter Morgan was a part of the police in Miami. He was down there with the people in Miami, and he was down there with me, and now his son is the one that was here. This is not a coincidence. And that is what is going to lead everything to the downfall of Dexter this season.
We all have that one case that haunts us. The Bay Harbor Butcher is that case for me. How did I not see this coming?
So after hearing this news from Agent Batista, I believe Claudette 100% believes it, but she needs more proof. Then we see what it looks like, the lighting of something. Now this could be the burning of the Gemini killer's body from Dexter. And we also see Dexter slipping his knockout drugs into his drink. So what's going to happen here? Let me break it down. Dexter goes to his son's graduation. They end up on the South Side Seaport where everyone goes to graduate. He must see the Gemini killer out there. For some reason, he's out there in the bookstore, maybe trying to find the victim. But we have seen this season that Dexter cares about people nowadays. He cares. So he won't allow that to go down and act like he's curious about him and say, why do you kill people in twos? He gets the guy to come back to his place. He talks to him about it. He slips the Mickey in his drink. We know it's Dexter's house and Dexter's drink because we seen him use the frozen margarita bag to heal his shoulder. And there are limes on the table, and that is a margarita. And that is what knocks out the Gemini killer. Take it to the bank, my people. we see Claudette and Batista going to see who I believe is Lady Vengeance in prison to try to get more confirmation. They will not get this confirmation because she will be Epstein. Exactly when they find her, it will be a situation like that. It's not important for them to get this information in the end because the only information she has is knowing that he is from Miami. That benefits Charlie and Prater more. That's who will get that information. They will show up there and she will already be dead. After this, we see a scene that this is the only one I really can't make out, and it's Harrison. It seems like he's fighting someone. I cannot tell who this is. It's just too blurry for me. So if someone can please put it in the comment section, who do you think this is? Because this is the one thing that I cannot figure out myself. After this, we see Dexter, and this kill is the kill of the Gemini killer. Guaranteed that's it, and that's who becomes his first full-blood blood slide for his new pack. But in the end, it's not going to go down like that, and it's going to be problems for Dexter. And I'll tell you exactly why. They have stressed out many a times in this series how Dexter can hear what's going on upstairs because it's so thin. Guaranteed that's what's going to happen. Those people upstairs are going to hear something because it's so thin, and that's going to lead them to come down there and see what's going on. Even if not in this episode eventually, but they're definitely going to hear it without a shadow of a doubt. Dexter's gonna believe that he got the job done and he killed this man, but then at one of these meetings, he's gonna show up. And Dexter's gonna be like, how is he showing up? How? It's because he's a twin. That's how I see it playing out. If you think it's something different, let me know in the comment section either way. After this, we see Prater talking to Charlie, and he seems disturbed. I think that all of the information, this is what she got back from Lady Vengeance, and this is when he figures it out. This is when they're figuring out that the Bay Harbor Butcher is in their midst. We see Charlie here having a conversation with somebody, could be inside of the prison from the way she's dressed, inside of a room. It does look like there's somebody in the back there that could be considered some type of jumpsuit, but Charlie getting the information most likely before she kills a Lady Vengeance. And then after that, we see Dexter inside of the plane, and in this plane we can see that it's the Goldilocks killer in him. This plane stuff might take place at the end of the episode. It's only the Goldilocks killer that we're seeing with him. He could have already taken out the Gemini killer, or at this particular time he could be seeing the Gemini killer walk up to him, and that's why he's saying, how didn't I see this coming, when he knows he has already killed this guy, and he figures out that this guy is a twin at this moment. But you tell me what you think in the comment section. And if you like the way I do this, please thumbs up this, spread this across the realm, and of course, subscribe. And until next time, you know who it is. Peace and stay sexy.